Well, good morning from AldermanFarms. I have my camera on the tripod. I'm going to be frying a funnel cake, and I just wanted to show you how I do it and how it's easy. I didn't think to go live before I got it mixed up. I thought about it when I was stirring it up at the last minute. So anyway, I'm going to give you my list of ingredients in just a minute. I'm going to test my liquid and see if it's ready. I mean my oil, not my liquid. Oh, that's too much. And I'd say it's ready. So anyway, you know, typically it's called a funnel cake because you pour it through a funnel, but I'm not pouring it through a funnel. You just kind of string it around like this, let it overlap. I don't think this one's going to be a good one though. If you don't get it overlapping enough, it don't flip good. Anyway, I use 2 forks to flip it, and y'all, I can't see the chat if anybody chats. So anyway, I'm doing this funnel cakes because it's my mama's birthday today. We had our party Saturday, but today is her real birthday, so this is her breakfast today. And yes, we're late with breakfast. So anyway, I just get my fork up under a good edge. Oop, it's not what to do. Flip it over gently. I don't have even browning because probably this is what I poured in last. I didn't do it quick enough, but that's okay. But everybody loves funnel cakes. Well, I say everybody. We like funnel cakes, and you know, usually the only time of year that you get them is when you go to a fair or some kind of outdoor event where people are cooking them. But my good friend Therese actually gave me the recipe, and so we really like funnel cakes. We don't eat them that much. I save it for special occasions because, you know, they're fried and they're picking up, you know, oil, and of course then there's going to be the powdered sugar on top. But anyway, I think I did this last time for Mother's Day, and I've done it. Chelsea really likes funnel cakes, and I think I've done it for her for birthdays and stuff like that. And I will occasionally do them. Now this one's not done good, y'all. I'm just telling you. It's falling apart. But that's okay. Maybe my next one will turn out better. I always do a paper plate with paper towels on top to put it on. Of course, I'm being careful because I'm by my gas stove. I don't want to fire. And I'm just taking this one out kind of in pieces because it fell apart, and some of that needed to cook better anyway. I like using a black skillet. You don't have to, but I usually do mine in a little black skillet. You could get a bigger one or smaller one. I really would prefer a little bit smaller one. All right, I'm gonna pour my second one in. I'm gonna do it a little faster this time. You want it to stay together, string it out, and not separate like I did the other one in drips. That's why it fell apart so bad. So there we go. Yeah, that's right. That's right. It's all going, Amanda's garden, it's all going in the same direction. You're right. All right, now let me quickly, I'm going to dump this over. Can y'all see that? Right there. And I've got my powdered sugar while that one's frying. Not a kind of breakfast everybody can eat all at one time because you gotta be working. They get cold fast, so. And I gotta remember to give y'all the recipe. And I'm just doing this through a strainer like this. Yeah, I guess the strainer. And then there it is. So, all right, this will be my next plate. Okay, let me, if y'all want me to give y'all the recipe, I actually did a half a recipe. It's just me and Tommy and Mama here today. So, I don't know. I think maybe my fire's not right because it's getting too brown on one side and not on this side. But anyway, the recipe is 2 cups of flour. This is for the whole recipe. 2 cups of flour, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, a half a teaspoon of salt, 1 1/2 cups of milk, and 2 beaten eggs. So That's it. You mix it in the order I just gave it. Look how brown that is right there. I don't know. I've never had it cooked different like that on my gas stove. I wonder if I'm running out of gas. Don't look like all my burners. They're not all shooting out the same gas, the flame under there. But anyway, you just mix it in the order that I gave it. And have your oil in your pan hot and pour it in. Let me go over it again. It's 2 cups of flour, half a teaspoon of baking powder. No, I'm sorry. 1 teaspoon of baking powder, a half a teaspoon of salt, 1½ cups of milk, and 2 beaten eggs. I don't know why it's cooking so uneven, but it is. But this one, y'all see how to flip it with the forks. Y'all might have a better method. This is just what I've always done, so I guess you could use a spatula, but I find that I don't splash the grease so bad with this one. And Tommy told me he didn't want one, but I'm going to cook another one because I bet you he will eat one when he comes in smelling it. I'm going to taste of it. I like the crunchy parts, and that's what Mama does too. The little crunchies. It tastes so good. Mama likes hers kind of brown, so I'm going to flip it back and let this side get a little more cooked. And there we are. One more. I don't know how many to tell you the recipe makes. Like I said, this is a half a recipe, and this is my 3rd one, and I think I could get at least another one out of this. So, but I'll probably put it in the fridge, and sometimes it'll get too thick in the fridge, but I'll probably put it in the fridge and maybe make her another one later on if she wants it. Okay, and you can just take your plate and just flip it over like that if you want, or I mean, you know, you could just do it with your hand too. There's another one over there. So let me try and look at the comments without burning my funnel cakes, if there's any comments that I need to address. And hello everybody. Let's see.